Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we're going to talk about a certain politician. But before we do, we'll go ahead and let you know that if you wish to donate, I do have a coffee account and a Patreon account. Both will be listed in the links. If you're going to be in financial strain, don't donate. I'd rather you be able to pay your bills, take care of things you need. Things are hard enough out there as it is. We don't need you to put yourself in further trouble. But if you do wish to donate, you feel like you can, then by all means, coffee will allow you to donate smaller amounts or one-time amounts, while Patreon allows you to donate month to month. Anyway, let's jump into this video. The politician I wanted to speak about is one of the front runners for the Democratic primary for 2028. Gavin Newsome. Everybody's like, Gavin Newsome, Gavin Newsome. He's unwilling to tax the rich. And that is a huge part of the problem. If he's unwilling to tax the rich, we don't need him. If he's too willing to buddy up and try to be friends with the right wing, don't need him, like he tried to do with his little podcast. He's too willing to throw his own press office that does some of his Twitter responses and stuff, that he's actually been getting a lot of likes for. He'll be willing to throw them under the bus if he thinks it'll help him snuggle up closer to fucking right-wingers to get their vote. No, what we need is to tax the rich, because they're destroying the country right now. What we need is to punish those who have allowed them to destroy the country, Republican and Democrat. There needs to be accountability, and if Newsom isn't willing to do any of this, he's not the candidate. He just isn't. I'm sorry if some people think he's the next great thing. No. No. He's not shown the willingness to do what needs to be done. He's just too wishy-washy. If he thinks it'll help him on this direction or in this direction, he's like, oh, am I actually like, dude, stand for what's right, and you don't have to be wishy-washy. You stand for what's right, the best thing for everybody. You don't have to be wishy-washy. But that's what he is. Too willing to cozy up to power, even as awful as it is, if he thinks it helps him. Unwilling to make the wealthy pay their fair share. Yeah. Just Gavin Newsome, no. He's not the right pick. It just annoys me. There's so many people, he's the right guy to take on Trump. No, he's not. He could probably still win because Trump sucks so much ass right now. But it won't fix things. It just changes who's in charge instead of fixing what needs to be fixed. Jeez. It disappoints me so much that there are so many people backing this. Backing Newsom. Like he's the absolute and clear winner. He's not. Honestly, I would love to see someone like an AOC. Someone like a Cornel West with real progressive values that are about doing the right thing be in the front. Of course, I seriously doubt AOC will try to run for president. She might try to run for Senate. That would be absolutely fucking wonderful. Get Schumer the fuck out of office. And I know a lot of people don't think about Cornel West, but when he ran for presidency this last election, I read his policy list. His ticket ideas. And they were some of by far the best out there. By and far. Cornel West would have made a great president. Absolutely. Like I said, I'd love AOC. Hell, I'd love Rashida Tlaib or Ilhan Omar, but I don't think either of them are technically born in the U.S., which would mean they can't be president. But who the fuck cares about the Constitution now that Trump shit on it and torn it up and set it on fire so many fucking times? I don't think anybody can sit there and make that argument anymore. You've lost all fucking rights if you still support that fucking lying pedophile fucking bastard. Yes, I said it, and I meant it. But yeah. Someone who is actually looking to make the nation better. I mean, Bernie's getting up there in age, but hell, I'd go for him a third time. Absolutely. At least he shows more cognizance, more recognition of what's happening than either Biden or Trump did. And of course, you can't expect one person to fix it. You got to have the right people underneath to run the departments, which a lot of them have been defunded because of the rat bastards that fucking went in under Doge and the Trump administration and defunded so many of the necessary departments because they're fucking assholes. And they don't give a shit about the people. But there are people out there who will fight for the right fucking thing, who will do the right fucking thing because it's the right fucking thing to do. And that's what we need. Gavin Newsome, he isn't it. Nope. We need a better choice. Quit pushing him on us as if he's the only choice to run against Trump. He's not. And he's not a good choice at all. Anyway, just wanted to kind of get that off my mind there. But yeah, as always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. And it can't just be blog post or tinfoil hat sources, as tends to be a lot of them from the right wing. I've got no sources. Like I said, this was an off the cuff, just off my mind, with common knowledge things you can look up anywhere, because they are out there, they are known, they are factual. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.